Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So this is the final part of the Pokemon Color Wheel Challenge. I think it's turning out really well, and I just decided to paint and talk at the same time because I just didn't really feel like editing the video, you know. But we're painting Toxtricity for the blue-purple color. I felt like he was a good fit because, I mean, he has blues and purples in his color palette, and he has a really cool design, and I just really like him. But we could read some Pokemon facts if we wanted to. Let's just pull that up real fast. Just try to read and paint at the same time. Toxtricity is a bipedal lizard or salamander-like Pokemon with two forms, both amped form and low-key form. Toxtricity has purple-colored bodies and white eyes with black irises. Both forms also have spikes on their back. 4 spikes on each wrist, and a crescent-shaped body part with 7 spikes on the waist. By clawing at their organs on their chest, both forms of Toxtricity can generate over 15,000 volts of electricity as well as sound. The sounds they make resemble those of electric string instruments. A standard guitar for apt form and a bass guitar for low-key form. Toxtricity chugs stagnant water to absorb the dissolved toxins, which it then breaks down in order to generate electricity. Toxtricity is very popular with several youths who admire the way it listlessly picks fights with the foe it faces and keeping its cool no matter what. Toxtricity is the only Pokemon capable of learning the move Overdrive, as well as the only Pokemon that can have punk rock as an ability. So that's pretty cool. I don't think I'd ever be able to learn how to play the guitar. I think I like the bass more than the guitar, but I am so bad at reading music. Like, I am not that smart. So probably not for me. And I collect ocarinas, and since I can't read music, if I ever want to play my ocarina, I have to read like the tab sheets. And I'm not very good at playing it, but I still like to play it. You don't have to be good at something to like something, you know? You're allowed to like whatever you want to like. And you're allowed to do whatever you want to do. If it makes you happy, just do it. That's just like my channel, man. I made that video where I was angry at that teacher, substitute teacher, for coming at my niece about me and stressing her out and making her upset. And I had a subscriber say, "Oh, looks like you lost some subs over this video. You gotta hide it." I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not gonna delete it. I said what I said, and it's my channel, and I can post what I want. And subs don't really matter to me like that, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, I love you guys. I'm glad we're friends, and I'm glad that I got to meet so many wonderful people, but no one has to stay here. That's not what makes me happy. What makes me happy is I want to post what I want to post, you know? I want to talk about what I want to talk about, and I'm not doing it for anybody but myself, you know? And you don't have to be good at it. Like, I don't have to be good at YouTube to be a YouTuber. I don't have to be good at art to be an artist. You just gotta do it if you like it, you know? This challenge has been really nice for like learning how to keep a steady hand. I'll say that. Like being patient, going slow, taking your time, trying to stay in the lines, trying to have good control over your paintbrush. It's been really good for practicing control. So that is awesome. It's been nice painting with acrylics on this watercolor paper. It's super satisfying laying the paint down on the paper. And I mean, honestly, I think it looks really good. Like everything I've painted so far, I'm like happy with. Let me go back to that picture. I just want to make sure I'm getting his colors right. I have him pulled up on my computer so I can see him. Not all the colors are perfectly exact in any of these Pokemon, but they're close, and I like how they're turning out. I'm gonna mix a little bit of this blue, this teal with some whites, so we can get like a baby blue color. Again, it's not going to be an exact match, but close enough that I'm happy with it. Here we go. That's really nice. I hope everybody's had a great Thanksgiving weekend. Got to do some Black Friday shopping. I was able to get the girls their Christmas presents, and I got myself some things. One of the things I got for my oldest daughter, she's 13 going on 14. She'll be 14 on New Year's Day. She's really gotten into drawing a lot lately, and she's always liked to draw, but she's super into creating characters right now and coming up with backstories and lore for her characters. And so I decided to get her a desk for her room so she doesn't have to be huddled up on her bed. And I got her a little chair. And Amazon was having a really good cyber deal right now. So I was able to get the desk for like $20. And it doesn't have to be a big desk because she doesn't have a very big room. And a small chair, and it's blue because that's her favorite color. And I told her, I said, I'm buying you this desk. It's not going to be for Christmas. It's just a gift from me to you. So you're going to get it in about a week. And I just wanted you to know, because we're going to have to rearrange your room to get the desk to fit in there. And she was so happy. She was so excited. She was like, thank you so much. I said, you're welcome, baby. I said, I know that you've been drawing a lot lately, and I just want you to have your own space to draw, and that you're comfortable, and you can decorate your desk however you want. So she was really excited about that. This video might end up being about an hour long. I noticed that with each of these Pokemon, it's been taking anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes to paint each one individually. So with this video not being edited, it's probably going to be about an hour long. And so just a little heads up. I guess you'll see it when you click on it, how long it'll be. You know, I bought this watercolor paper so I can practice watercolor, and not once have I used it for watercolor, because acrylic's my go-to paint. I've only ever done like maybe two watercolor pieces ever. One of them was when 1000 did the Masks and Mischief challenge, and I did watercolor for the very first time, and I was like kind of freaking out because I couldn't control the watercolor the way I thought I could, and it was just spreading, dude. It was spreading, and I couldn't get it to go where I wanted it to go, and I was panicking, and I was like, man, like, I'm over here trying to do a contest, and I had to choose something I'd never worked with before, because I just had to do it, you know. But it did end up turning out really good. I was really proud of it. I like doing contests, like art contests. I get really competitive, and I like to push myself to try to do things I've never done before, to step outside my comfort zone, because I treat it like an art challenge, you know. It's part of the growth process for me. You don't ever want to like get too lax in your comfort zone. When it comes to art, you want to try to push yourself, try new techniques, try new mediums, because that's how you grow, that's how you get better, you know. Art exploration is a huge part of the art journey, I've learned. And I found myself watching so many art videos lately, watching how other people draw and trying to take mental notes on techniques, what I can do better. Just trying to... I don't think I'll ever be like a good YouTuber, you know, but I can try to be a good artist, because personally, I feel like I'm really boring. Like, I don't have that personality to keep people engaged. I don't have like I'm not funny. I'm not like in your face screaming like a lot of YouTubers have, like high energy where they're just freaking high energy yelling at you like a manic dog. And that is not me. I don't have professional editing techniques. So I probably am never gonna be like a super popular famous YouTuber just for that reason alone, just because I'm like literally boring. But I can try to be the best artist I can be, because I feel like I can still grow. I mean, that's what an art journey is. It never ends. You're always growing, you're always learning, you know? So I can always try to work on that. That's what's important to me. Just one little stroke at a time here. Just trying to stay in the lines. And I tried to draw them as light as I possibly could so that I could hide the sketch lines with the paint. Here we go. All right, now he has a shadow in his neck area that kind of does this number. It goes down and comes up. And how do I want to do it? Like this, like that. There we go. The cell shading has been really fun too. It's been really nice. It just helps bring the piece together, you know? Alright, let's put some shading on his little gill thingies down here. I'm going to use the same purple that I used for his skin. Kind of like a purple that I mixed with some blue. Oh man, I almost sneezed. Whew. And I'm just gonna try to separate these out. And I'm using like a curve here to show that there's some roundness to it. There we go. All right, let's add some highlights. I'm gonna take that light purple and add some white to it to make a baby purple. There we go. And I'm going to use that as my highlight color. And we're going to start down here and just go all the way up. Make this triangular shape. We're going to highlight his ear. And his other ear can have a little highlight. And then right here at the top of his head. Okay. We're going to take a dark purple We're going to add a little bit of shading to his eyes to give him some lids and some dark circles under his eyes. Do the same on the other side. I know he has black pupils, but I'm just going to go ahead, since I have this purple, and give him a purple pupil. Here we go. And a dark line here. Maybe we can go up with it. Nice. Okay. We can go under his ear and on the other side. And here, just kind of a little one there. I do want to take like this blue color, and I want that to be his triangle. It's like a blue purple that I mixed together. Yeah, we're already 20 minutes in. See, I told you it's going to take about 20 minutes to paint him. I think it's just because I'm like going so slow, because I'm trying to not screw it up. We'll go up here. I did notice that halfway around this circle, my triangles, they got a little off kilt, like they're lower, maybe smaller, definitely lower than the other half of the circle. I did notice that. Let's try to bring this back up higher. There we go, up there. I'm surprised that when the Color Wheel Challenge blew up on Twitter, that there weren't more YouTubers doing it on YouTube. Like, I tried to look it up on YouTube to see what other people were doing, and I found very few videos, like less than what I was expecting. So that kind of shocked me a little bit. I thought it would have been more popular on YouTube than what it was. There we go. I did buy some more art supplies during the Black Friday sales. I got an Oohoo alcohol marker book, sketchbook, because I've got all these alcohol markers. They're like these off-brand markers that were gifted to me that are really nice. I like them. And I've barely been using them because none of my sketchbooks can handle them. So, and I don't want to ruin them with the watercolor paper. So I finally got myself a marker sketchbook. I thought I'd play around with the markers and practice with them. Let's see. do like the white line going around. Just helps break it up from the background so he stands out a little more. Here. And I got some Sculpey clay, some liquid Sculpey clay, which is kind of used like a glue to help bond pieces together. Because I've got this glass thing. It's on like a stand and it has like a glass dome top. And I've had it for like, I don't know, a year or two, and I haven't done anything with it. And I thought, well, maybe I'll sculpt a little terrarium or something for the inside of it. That would be kind of cool. I also still have to do my Glover shadow box that I've been talking about for the last 3 years. Or 2 years or something. So I thought the clay would be good for that as well. Because I'm going to do that Glover shadow box. It's going to happen. Does that look like a mouth? I wanted it to look like a highlight. Well, there we go. He's done. All done. Okay, next we have Sableye. Let's pull up a picture of Sableye so I don't jack them all up. There he is. So we already have that baby blue, so I can go ahead and do his eyes real quick. And Sableye is my purple Pokemon, my pure purple, no blues mixed in. Boop, boop. Okay, here we go. So his eye might end up blending in a little bit with this, but I'll try to break it up with a darker blue. Blues and whites. Here we go. We can read some Sableye facts. Let's see if we can find some Sableye facts. Bulbapedia. Sableye is a bipedal humanoid Pokemon with a dark purple body. He's armed with sharp teeth and claws, which is used to dig through soil. He has pale blue gemstone-like eyes, which allow him to see in low light and sparkle in the dark. It also has a red gemstone on its chest. Its back has blue and green gemstones as well as another red one. These gem-like eyes and adornments on its body are caused by its diet, which consists of rocks and raw gemstones. Because of this, each individual Sableye can create an infinite number of patterns on its body. It also targets Carbink as prey. Bless its heart, Carbink. Although they are usually taken by Gabbit before Sableye can reach them. It is feared by people since it's said to steal a person's soul if they look into its eyes. Ooh. Hold on, let me paint some bits in real quick. Try to get that distinction between these two blues here. Get some over on this side as well. It's nocturnal and rarely seen. It lives in the darkest of caves. It uses its claws to dig for gems and eat and fight back. As mentioned in the sleep style decks, Sableye is known to occasionally sleep while holding its gemstones. It is believed that Sableye dreams of eating gemstones until it feels satisfied. Sableye is the only Pokemon that can have Stall as an ability. That's really interesting. Ooh, so interesting. Sableye is another really cool, like, design Pokemon. I did try to pick Pokemon that have interesting designs. I'm just gonna add some like white highlights in here. Maybe just kind of all over. I've never really been all that good at like painting gemstones. We're just gonna add mixtures of stuff. Try to blend it together. Yeah, get a little bit of this dark blue back in here. That's good enough. Good enough. Let's go back to our picture. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna get that dark, dark purple right here, not mixed in with anything else. And I did like some artistic liberties with some of these Pokemon. Like, I was trying to play around with the designs, and so for this one I made Sableye's mouth like humongous, and for Hoopa I made his eyes a lot smaller. I was trying to make him look cute. I don't know if I did a good job or not. This purple's watery. But you can definitely tell the difference between the blue purple and the pure purple now that they're side by side. So this one's a little broader, less dull. Definitely gonna need another layer. That's for sure. Oh, he's got an ear up here. Gotta paint that. We got big plans with our tax return money we're going to do this year. My husband said that he would buy me a nice new computer. The one I'm using It's a 2013 Refurb that I got on Amazon, and I've had it for like I think 3 years now, 3 or 4 years, and its graphics card is so old and I cannot update it. The computer wouldn't be able to handle an updated graphics card on it, and it can only barely handle like the editor I've got. Like I tried to use DaVinci on it and it kept crashing because it just could not handle DaVinci. So I used Power Director, and it can handle Power Director, but it cannot handle any fancy transitions, any like filters. It cannot handle filters. So I'm very limited on what I can do, you know? What is going on right in this spot? I can't even see what I drew. What are you? You're an arm. Oh, his hands are coming out. Oh, I see. I drew his hands grabbing onto the bottom of the triangle. Okay. I had to think about that for a second. I was like, what did I draw here? So I told him, I said, like, I don't want to work at this jewelry store, like, for very long. It's long hours of, like, nobody coming in is driving me crazy. And I would like to get back into graphic design. And I was telling him that, like, I would love to have Photoshop and InDesign, but my computer just cannot handle those programs, you know? So he promised me that with our next tax return, we'll buy a nice computer, we'll get Photoshop, we'll get the whole Adobe suite, and I can update my portfolio with nice new artwork, and I can practice with Illustrator. I've been watching tons of Illustrator tutorials, so I feel like I'll be confident when I finally get to use the program for the first time, and I want to be able to have an impressive portfolio for applying for graphic art jobs. So we will see what happens with that. We will see. I'm in this really weird, like, career transition right now. And at the moment, any job is better than no job. But, I mean, we should be happy where we're working, you know? We should be, add a little bit of black so I can create a shadow. Just a little touch of black there. Grab some of that purple so I can create a shade color. Teeny tiny bit of black, mix it in. Don't want it to be too crazy dark. I want it to be kind of like a mid-tone, like subtle. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, just so I can make some separation between these body parts here. Like that. And you can tell these are fingers. On the plus side, though, I've gotten really good at counting back change, because that was one of the things I was terrible at when I got the job. But after a lot of practice, I've gotten a lot better at it. And it's not so hard anymore. But I'm glad that I was practicing. Don't ever, like, sell yourself short, man. Like, oh, I can't do something. You just, practice makes perfect. You just gotta learn it. You can learn to do anything you set your mind to, you know? Don't ever hold back. Okay, now we're going to create a highlight. Using the purple. Add some white to it. And I'm going to add a little highlight on his arms, on his fingers. And on the top of his head. Like that. We're going to put some highlights on his ears. Here we go. And the inside of his mouth I'm going to make black. Just get in between all these teeth. Another thing I'm going to do when I'm done painting is I'm going to line everything with a fine liner, and that should help make everything pop and differentiate all the shapes. There we go. Look how big his teeth are. They're just huge. Massive teeth. We need a little red for his red jewel. Why is it wet over there? What is happening over there? Is it tea? I don't know what that is. There's like a wet spot on my desk. It's gross. I think it's tea. My kid spilled some tea on my desk earlier. Okay. Here we go. And we have to paint the background color. And what color purple do I want to use for that? That baby purple is kind of cute. I might darken that up just a hair and do something like this. Yeah, we'll do this color. All right. Sableye looking crazy. That dude looking manic. Look goofy. Why'd I draw him like that? You ever just look at your artwork and think, why did I do that? What was I thinking? The brush is separating. There we go. The purple's still kind of wet. Okay. Lastly, we got to do Hoopa. Let's turn my camera. Hoopa. Boop. Oh, Hoop has green eyes. We need to get some green in here. They'll just be little dots for me, but green. And we're gonna need this purpley red color because he is kind of purpley red. Is there any other word for it? And all right, here we go. Oh, and we're gonna need yellow for his hoops. Did I draw his hoops? He's got one hoop on his, he's got a hoop on his waist and a hoop on his ear. There. All right. And, oh, baby purple for his skin tone. There. Okay. Now we're ready. All right. Let's see here. Let's start with that purpley red color. I do want to mix in actual purple into it. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're mixing, we're mixing. All right. I'm going to use that for the shading. I just wanted to get it pre-mixed. Okay, here we go. All right. We've got this here. That is a really pretty color. It's like a berry red. So far, the only Pokemon that I'm not exactly happy with how they turned out is Appleton. I feel like I didn't get the colors exactly how I wanted them to be. And I like the drawing. The drawing looks good. I'm just not happy with the paint job. Some of them turned out really good. Like, I'm really proud of a lot of these. Maybe not too happy with Sableye right now, just because I drew him all goofy. That's my fault. Drew him like a ding-dong. I'm just trying to explore different stuff, you know? Like, I didn't want him to look exactly like the Pokemon reference picture. I was trying to make him look different, you know? That's on me. That is on me. But there ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how you get better, right? You make mistakes and you learn from them. How are you supposed to improve if you don't screw up every now and then, you know? Okay. And his arm right here has a red cuff, like a purpley red cuff. There we go. And I think that's it. Oh no, this is red. That's red. And the under part of his chin is red as well. There. That one. And get the other side. I guess I drew that side. We'll just go out a little more. Right there. Like that. Here we go. And then his under bit. Oh, and he has little rectangles on the top too. How do they work? Oh, they make these like triangle shapes. Okay, I see. Like right here. Okay. This piece. Did I give him cheeks? Oh, I did. I gave him cheeks. Pink cheeks. I was like, what are these circles on his face? I drew this thing like a week ago. I already forgot what I was doing with it. Alright, there. Okay, now we're gonna paint his skin tone. This light purpley color. Oh, he's got cheeks in the picture. Duh. Stupid, I knew that. They're like this color. These are his cheeks. I just made his cheeks really, really big. They're smaller in the picture. I made his cheeks big and his eyes small. I did it backwards. He looks so cute. What a cutie patootie. Alright. Now we're going to get white, mix in with this color here. Get a lot of white. You can even grab that light purple color and mix it in. Because we are going for, it's kind of like a purpley blue gray color. There, that's the color I want. Alright, here we go. Painting the skin. This color. What is that, like a periwinkle or something? Got some nice coverage. Let's kind of spread that out a little bit. There. Go around his eye and his mouth. Like that. Spread it as much as possible. Get the inside of that ring. And in his reference picture, his ring is very yellow, but I'm going to use gold. Just because I like gold. So that's like an artistic choice I'm going to do. On purpose. Hit his chest. Oh, I went into his chin. Oops. And that's a ring, so we're going to go down here. Get around Sable Eye's fingers. He's got like a little genie cloud tail. Here we go. Get this all the way up. All the way up to Crocodile's snoot. And paint all this as well. I think those are part of Sable Eye's fingers, but it's about to just be cloud tail now. There. Just like that. Happy little accidents. We're going to paint his arm. And we have to paint the other part of his body right here. Right here. This is his tummy. And on the other side as well. Right there. And that one's messy. I made a mess. Okay, so we are almost done. We've got gold spikes coming out of his shoulder. We've got a gold hoop right here. And I'll do like the pure gold for the shading, and then I'll add white to it for the lighter part. And the under part of his hoop right here. That purple looks so good with that yellow. So nice. And the circle on his head here. Some yellow in his eyes. And the green and the baby yellow are next. Let's go ahead and make our baby yellow. And then the top of the ring here. And green. He's got dark green, but I'm going for a lime green. I think it'll be okay. Here. Let's get red for his tongue. And that purpley red for the inside of his mouth. Gotta do some shading. So right here, I'm gonna give him, I probably ought to make that not so dark. Hold on. Let's mix some of this together a little bit. There, we'll do this color. We'll do a shadow right here and a shadow under his chin. We gotta have a shadow here to show his arm, and right here there's maybe a little shadow, and under his tail, right there. And right here, I'm just trying to show that it's twisted. And then just underneath his ring. We'll have a highlight purple. So we're adding a lot of white to our skin tone color for a muted light purple. And I'm going to add a highlight there. And we're going to go around his tail and add some swoops just to give it some dimension. And I'm going to go across the top of his head like that. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go in with the shading on all that red with this purpley maroony color I made. We're going to go right here and add a shadow there. Come up. My kid is blowing her nose. Okay, and we're gonna add some here, here, and are you good?
Yeah, I'm swollen up.
Yeah. Here, there. Good night. Kids, man. Da, 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 da. There. All right, now we got a little bit of dimension happening. Okay. Lastly, we need the gray. So I'm gonna get some white. Mix just a hint of black. And I'm going to paint in the gray horns. Alright, mix in a little more black for the shading. I don't want to go pure black, I just want like a nice dark gray. Yeah, like that. I'm gonna take some of that white, mix it with that maroon color, and we're gonna make kind of like a pinky highlight. And I'm gonna go top there, just adding some highlights in. Where I can. There we go. All right, so for its background color, I'm gonna mix in that red, purpley red, purple red, purple red. Let's see what color I can come up with. Because I want to break up the color I used. That'll work. That'll work. Alright. How different is that? I don't know. It looks the same. I don't know. That's okay, because we'll have that white to help break it up too. Get that little corner in there. It's pretty much the same dang color. Oh, that mixing for nothing. That's okay. That's okay. Get down here and get the triangle. Oh, triangles are touching. Oops. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Well, I never said I was a professional artist, did I? Here I am screwing it all up. That could just be part of the challenge. Try not to get your triangles to touch each other. Good luck. Good luck. Okay, let's get some white. Try to mash my brush down so I have a bit of a tip. There, and swirl around that. Oh, shit. Oops. Screwed that up. My bad. I'll fix that in a minute. colors are too close together. I can't see what's what. There, there. Up and around. Up and around. All right, I gotta do a little bit of fixing here. There's a little bit. All right, where's that purple? There it is. Okay, so you're purple. Purpley red. Okay, done. And you're this color. Right there. Just like that. That's a good thing about paint. You can just paint over it when you screw up. Okay. Wow. Wowzer Bowser. Look at the whole thing. Isn't that crazy? Holy cow. That looks so freaking good. Where's my... Jeez. I kind of don't want to line it. I kind of like it like that. Yeah, I'm not going to line it. I think it looks really pretty, just like this. I'm so proud. Look at Toxtricity. What a G. Love his face. Which one turned out to be your favorite? Which one do you like the most? I like them all. I think they're all really good. I tried to go outside of the triangles every chance I could to just help give it like a pop of something, you know, like give it a nice design. Some Pokemon are going into other triangles, and then you can really see like the green, the orange, and the purple, the little baby triangles in the centers that make up these two colors, you know, like this plus this equals this, this plus this equals this, like, yeah. I'm so proud. Okay, well, I'm done. I hope y'all enjoyed this as much as I did. I think it turned out really good. It was really fun. It was kind of chill. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I got to practice like control, trying to control my brush strokes. I got to play around with cell shading. I loved playing around with all the colors, trying to match the Pokemon to the hues. And I don't know, it was really nice. Let me know if you want to see me do another color wheel challenge. If you have any other ideas, to put them down in the comments. I've got some ideas for future videos, but we'll see what comes out next. I don't know. I just like to do things in the moment. I don't ever really plan anything out. I just wake up one day and say, you know, I feel like doing XYZ, and then I do it. So, yeah, it's pretty chill. Okay. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching this super long video, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.